Hello, friends. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for joining us for our village gathering today. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I'm so happy to welcome you to your Friday weekly wrap-up, where you ask and I give you a card to wrap up your week. All right. And I'm just recognizing, did I check to see what the cards were? Yeah, I don't remember what the Monday cards were, but that's okay. It's Friday and we're going forward. So happy to see everybody. Let's get on over to CardCam, where you can see that I'm working with the mini light seers in the tin. Oh my gosh. This was a gift from Peggy Lou Levin's, and I love this. All right. It's so cute. Look. Oh. All right. So, a collective card for the week that we all just experienced. And then we'll get going with the individual requests. Wherever you are, we are multi-streaming today. So wherever you are, get that request in. Okay, how was the week for everybody? Let's see. It was Knight of Pentacles reversed. Like, I think for a lot of people, you had time off work this week. And so it might have been time off. But I also recognize for those people celebrating Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving can be a lot of work that not everyone wants to do. And I also wonder, too, if this is sort of talking about some universal concerns about resources, right? Money, time, health, all the things. Do we have what we need as we go into the winter? I think that's a question people are asking as well. I hope your week was great. And if you celebrated, I hope you had a fabulous Thanksgiving. Let's get going with the requests. Donna says, beautiful deck, very pretty and cute. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. All righty. RSDSS over on Twitch. So good to see you. Let me know if you would like a card to wrap up your week. Over on Instagram, Asmina. A.L. Wiley, so glad you're here. A card for you, most certainly. Wrapping up your week. Oh, with the Tower, how was your week? I feel like there may have been some unexpected things that could be either positive or negative, although this card can be a little bit worrisome. And so it does make me wonder, Asmina, if you are going through some difficult times right now, and if the week may not have gone according to plan. So sending you lots of love. While we're over on Instagram, Anka K, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Your Monday card was the 9 of Swords, I remember. And now the 5 of Swords. So I feel like at this point, you're kind of accepting what is true, but then trying to figure out how to go forward. Not easy, but you're doing what needs to be done. Oh, Asmina, you had a great week. So thank you for sharing that. That's really interesting. And this is A.L. Wiley on Instagram. You got the Tower and you had a great week. So let me amend what I was saying. I'm glad it was a good week. Be open to breakthroughs. Whatever happened this week may cause you to think about things differently and allow old thinking to fall away and new thinking to come forward. Try that. All right. And let's say, while we're over on Instagram, RKFBE, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Queen of Swords reversed. I feel like this is for RKFBE. I feel like communication may not have gone as well as you would like, and you may have some things that you want to say. You'll figure out the right time and space to make that happen. And Magic with Hamza, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Judgment on Friday. On Monday? How are we finishing? So you started with Judgment and you end with the Eight of Swords reversed. I think you're doing the healing work you need to do. I think that is the way it is, for sure. Okay. Oh, Ninja82. Good to see you on Twitch. I'm finally off a day when you're on. So good to see you. I will give you a card in just a second. Mixuir, thank you for reporting to us what the collective cards were. So you'll remember to end the week, we got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. We started with the 10 of Swords, Page of Swords reversed, and 8 of Wands reversed. So that makes a fair amount of sense. Not the easiest week for some people in some ways. RSDSS over on Twitch, let me know if you'd like a card. Nina82, here's a card on Twitch to wrap up your week. 10 of Pentacles reversed. I wonder if there's something going on here with family, with relationships, with money, or with where you're living that is not exactly to your liking. The focus going forward is to make sure you have what you need in terms of resources and support. That's got to be the priority. All right, over on YouTube, starting with Trey Cameron. Trey, thank you for being a member for more than 2 years. We really appreciate you. You had the Page of Cups on Monday. And now the 4 of Swords reversed. I feel like this week you've been busy. Whether it's just busy inside your head or busy doing things, I do not know. But I feel like whatever you're doing, whatever the thought process is, whatever the action is, I think it's good. I think it's a very positive thing for you. Okay, back over on Twitch real quick. Nina82 says, thank you, spot on, very good. RSDSS, sure, it's been a horrible week. I'm so sorry. Emperor reversed on Monday. Unfortunately, didn't manage to do much patriarchy smashing. Well, sometimes existing is that, sometimes the victory is just existing. Okay, so RSDSS, you started with the Emperor reversed, and now the King of Cups reversed. The thing to focus on is your happiness has not been prioritized. It certainly was not prioritized this week. It's not prioritized by the people around you, and maybe also not prioritized by you. But going forward, RSDSS, to the extent that you can do this without getting into trouble, prioritize your own happiness. Oh, RSDSS, love that card's look. Yeah, it's so cool, right? Yep. Hey, Angie Whisperer, good to see you over on Twitch. Let me know if you'd like a card to end your week. Smile Soul 20 over on YouTube. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. Thanks for being a moderator. Wrapping you up with the 8 of Pentacles. So I don't know if this is you working or this is you mashing the potatoes, but one way or the other, Smile Soul 20, this week, I think you did a good job working, learning, getting stuff done, both personally and professionally. Very well done. Vaishali, so good to see you on YouTube. Here's a card for you. The Emperor. Vaishali, I think you did a good job this week. It makes me wonder if you're making some moves to get back to school, because I really feel like you're leaning into your stability, which is what's necessary here. Back over to Twitch, we have got Angie Whisperer. Good to see you. 10 of Swords. Maybe not the easiest week. Maybe a lot on your mind. Maybe a lot that you're worried about. The advice going forward, Angie, is basically if there's nothing you can do about it, give it to higher power, give it to fate. Don't take it on. If you can't do anything about it, try to let it go. Okay, Audrey M., so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Okay, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Major PC issues. Well, Mercury did go direct today, so there is that. Okay, sorry you're having trouble, Audrey. Here is a card for you. The Devil. Audrey, I think this could talk about your week, even in terms of tech stuff and other things maybe not going your way. You've been dealing with the devil, as we all do sometimes, but I feel like you're finding your solutions. And we remember that the devil is the gatekeeper to spiritual enlightenment. Without confronting him, there is no enlightenment. All right. Oh, Nina, thanks for this feedback. I've been trying to figure out that block for months. It's really all of the above: family, relationship, environment, and finances. I've recently been practicing self-love more because I am a people pleaser. Good call. That is the right thing to do. And Vaishali says, thank you so much. Yes, I'm planning to get back to college. There you are. You are certainly supported by the universe in doing that. Christina R., so good to see you. Here we go. We're going to do you, your mother, and your sister. Okay. Monday, you had the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and now the Ten of Pentacles, both tens. And so this is back to, I really feel like in your search for what you want and need, you're doing what you have to do to find it, even though it's been difficult. Okay, for Karen, your mom, Karen had the Six of Swords reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed. Karen is having a hard time feeling the love right now. There is a lot going on that is difficult objectively for Karen. And Karen, I mean, we just need to hold space for the fact that this is hard and we need to send some healing. But Karen also needs to know how loved and supported she is. And the Knight of Wands reversed for Kim. But now Three of Wands. So I feel, Kim, you are finding your way forward. You are finding your solutions and you're finding the things that are going to work for you. TJ and GA, so good to see you. We're going to do you and your daughter. Here we go. TJ, there's that Eight of Pentacles. This week, and again, you know, my joke is, are you at work or are you mashing the potatoes, one way or the other? You did a lot of work, you learned a lot, you got a lot done, and you did it well. Whatever you did this week, you did well, TJ. For your daughter, Judgment. I think there's a lot here about closure and opening up to new possibilities. And this is good and it's exciting, but it's also, of course, scary when you're young. So big things going on for your daughter. Hippie Pippy, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We really appreciate you. We're going to do you, Pamela, and Pamela's daughter. And, of course, Pamela is a member here as well. Okay, and thanks for using members-only emojis, Pippi. Here we go. So for you, Pip, you had the Wheel of Fortune to start and now the Four of Pentacles. And I think this is you learning how to manage the energies in your life, because it's all new now, and learning how to take care of it and take care of yourself. You are learning a lot every minute of every day, but I think it's going well. Okay, for Pamela. Pamela, we have the Four of Swords for Pamela. And I think it's maybe been a tiring week or a tiring run, emotionally, physically, whatever. I think, Pam, I hope you found some time this week for some rest, or you'll find some time for rest this weekend. That's what's needed. And for Pamela's daughter, the Ten of Cups reversed. I think there's a lot going on in feeling disconnected from friends and family. And I think there's a, like, not understanding how that disconnect happened, which, you know, is kind of an interesting question, but there we go. Fedborn, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Seven of Cups on Monday. Okay, you had the Seven of Cups on Monday. And now the Four of Pentacles. And I think that you're trying to find the magic that exists outside of your comfort zone, and you're doing it, but you're also trying to be really careful not to make anything harder or make anything worse And sometimes that's a hard balance, but I think you're doing it. Okay. And Donna is sending love for Karen. Good, good, good. Appreciate it. Melissa Grosso, so good to see you. Thank you very much for the super sticker. Really, really appreciate that. Appreciate you. And thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We are so grateful for that. And thanks for using members only emojis. Okay. Oh, so interesting. Would love a wrap-up card. Started with the Knight of Cups on Monday and had a great date this week. Oh, this is very exciting. Oh my goodness gracious. Love this, love this. Wow. Okay, so wrapping up your week, starting with the Knight of Cups and now the Page of Swords. So it's interesting that it's people cards and recognizing that you do have good people in your life. And I think in terms of dating, I think you're using your good discernment and your good communication skills. And one way or the other, regarding dating, regarding the holiday, regarding your life, you're doing that. You're using your brain. You're using your communication skills. You're using your ability to learn and process information in ways that serve you. Very well done. And again, thank you so much for the super sticker. All right. Teresa, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for being a moderator, and thanks for using members only emojis. Ace of Wands on Monday, Queen of Swords on Friday. And I think we put those two things together and we say that you are navigating things with discernment, but also with spirituality. And you are really trying to find your balance as you get through a difficult time, but you're doing it well, Teresa. No notes, just keep on doing what you're doing. Beautiful. Gemini Star, thank you so much, not only for being a member, but for the super chat. Frothy Friday, I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Light Seeker, good to see you. Over on Twitch, please let me know if you would like a card to wrap up your week. Febborn, thanks for using my favorite deck. No problem. I love it too. Divian, I have not done you yet. You're in the queue. Oh, and Melissa says, immensely grateful to you and to this community. Right back at you, and everyone, please absorb that love. It's a beautiful thing, right? Right? We have a great community here, and that's because of all of you. All right. Lily, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Yes, we had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you did too. Thanks for using members only emojis. So on Sunday, you're off to Europe. That's so exciting. We wish you a fabulous trip. You had the Hermit on Monday, Lily, and the Three of Cups reversed. I think there may be some family or social things that could be a little worrisome or a little irritating. And I feel like you're just learning to do you and do what you need to do and appreciate the good people around you, but not let anyone or anything get in the way of what you're doing. That's the right way to do it. All right. All right, let's see. Okay, just scrolling through. Barbie Bird, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Okay, so Two of Cups, we're doing you and Mixuir, and Mixuir is a member as well. Okay. Two of Cups reversed for you, Barbie Bird. And now Judgment reversed. I think you got hit Oh, and you, Barbie, you didn't get your reading on Monday until Wednesday, but it was very accurate. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Two of Cups reversed is how you started, and now Judgment reversed. I'm wondering if, like, Mercury retrograde hit you hard at the end, dealing with things from the past or people from the past, even in your own mind and heart. I think it's really about putting closure to your past and being kind to your younger self. I think that's really what this is all about. Let me know what you think. Michelle Mixuir had the Three of Swords and now the Three of Wands. So I love that it's both threes. I love that it's both threes. And I mean, I think both are true. Like, there's a lot of pain and difficulty in the Three of Swords, and there's a lot of hope and creativity and good things in the Three of Wands. And maybe both of these things were true this week for you, Mixuir. Okay, Light Seeker, good to see you over on Twitch. Thanks for being here. Light Seeker, Five of Swords reversed, which interesting. Didn't you say you just pulled this card? That's so fun. Okay, Light Seeker, this week you did a good job with diplomacy. You did a good job not going into battle, but instead finding ways to have real conversations. Good to see you as well. So good job, Light Seeker, having appropriate communication, perhaps in some difficult situations. Well done. Oh, Mixuir. Tomorrow you have the dentist and a friend you haven't seen in 20 years. That's so cool. Light Seeker, thanks. I'm learning. Got it. Yep. Okay. Beautiful Gemini star. So good to see you once again. Thank you so much for contributing to the Frothy Friday Fund. Most appreciated. And thank you for being a member for more than 2 years. Thank you for using members only emojis. Here's a wrap-up card for you. Five of Wands. I think, beautiful Gemini star, I think there's a lot going on right now that is not super comfortable, but I think you're trying to keep your sense of humor. You're trying to keep your sense of humor. You are trying to be as creative as you can be as you get through things. And it's the right thing to do, because you know what comes after this, the Six of Wands, which is victory. And we are celebrating a brand new member, Lee Kenyon. So y'all, Martha Vink is a member on this channel. Martha and I have been friends since I was 14 and she was 15. Lee Kenyon and I have been friends since age 12. So good to see you here, Lee. Thank you so much for becoming a member. We really appreciate you. Dream it possible. So good to see you over on Twitch. Let me know if you would like a card to end your week. And who's up next? It's GM Marcus. Good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Hope you're doing great. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Sure did. Knight of Swords energy got me through the week. Yes, I remember you started with the Knight of Swords. That's so cool. Okay, here we go. You started with the Knight of Swords and you end with the Two of Cups. So I'm feeling like the Knight of Swords energy just got you going. And even if you did not have people being as helpful as you might have liked, you just kept going and doing what you needed to do. And that's good. But I do feel like there may be some interpersonal relationship stuff that is either missing or not going the way you would want. And that's hard, but I think you just got to stay, as you say, with that Knight of Swords and keep going. Dream it possible. So good to see you. Dream it possible over on Twitch, Five of Cups. So there is grief here. Like it feels like you've been through it. You're going through a thing. And do what you have to do to hold space for that. Do what you have to do to allow yourself time for grief. But also remember that there are things that are good and that are positive. And that's what's necessary as well. Oh, GM Marcus, so true on all counts. Sort of sorry to hear that, but also happy to hear that. You know what I mean, right? And I'm just going to jump, since Lee just became a member and I haven't seen a request come in yet, let's show Lee how this works. So Lee, on Fridays, we do wrap-up cards, wrapping up the week. And so you come in and you request that. But I'm going to take you joining as your request. So here for you, for the very first time, brand new member, Lee Kenyon, right on this channel. Here's your card wrapping up your week. King of Cups. That's really beautiful. So I feel like this week you really leaned into the highest vibration of love. Leading with love, being around people you love, and keeping love at the center of what you're doing. It's a beautiful thing. All right. Okay, up next, Donna DeStefano, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you, and thanks for being a member. Here is your Monday card. No, sorry, your Friday card. Today is Friday. I had a hard time remembering that today in the turkey haze. Today is Friday. Okay. Donna. Judgment. I feel like this is like you're doing some deep work here. I feel like you are really healing from the past, reprocessing the past, and opening up to a new future and opening up to hearing your own guidance, which is really positive. Love this. Okay. Oh, Nina82 over on Twitch. Thank you. I just wanted to say I appreciate you doing these. I love your vibe. Thank you. That is so kind of you. I appreciate you being here. Karina, so good to see you. Yes, definitely check back after work. So glad you're here. All right. Renji, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do you and Ferdinand. All right. So you had Judgment on Monday, and now the Four of Pentacles reversed. So like if I were to look at that literally, it would be like, so you paid off all your credit cards, so now you can max them out again. I mean, that would be one way of interpreting those two cards together. What else might it mean? I think with Judgment, there really is a putting the past in the past. And maybe with the Four of Pentacles reversed, there is an opening up to maybe trust more. Like maybe there is a healing from the past, so you are now more able to trust. And that can be a beautiful thing. For Ferdinand started with the Knight of Swords. And now the Page of Swords, man, what a swordsy week. What a swordsy people-y week. Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. So communication, learning, getting things done. I'd have to think your husband is quite trustworthy with these cards, Ren. I'd have to say that. But one way or the other, for Ferdinand, I think there's been positive communication and learning this week. Jenna Perkins, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. Jenna Perkins, thank you for being a member. And please give holiday greetings to your family members who are known to me, because I know a lot of your family members. Thanks for using members-only emojis. The Moon reverse, Jenna. Are you like having new psychic downloads? Like, I know that you yourself are a diviner. At least I think you are. I know you do healing work. And when I see the Moon reverse, like there's definitely a revelation there. There's definitely new information. Could be mundane, could be spiritual, could be both. Sarah F., so good to see you. This is really good news. Okay. You got the apartment. We thought you would, but so happy to hear. Lease signed and deposit given, moving in the snow, but it feels hopeful. Congratulations. We are all sending you lots of love and blessings for your new home. All right. So on Monday, you had the Four of Pentacles reversed. And now the Page of Pentacles reversed. I think because the Pentacles are just going out the door with the new apartment, but it's necessary. What are you going to do? So as hard as all of this is, it's all good, right? That's really how I'm going to interpret this. Time, money, energy. Is there enough of any of those things? Of course not. But you're doing what you have to do. And for Zach had the Eight of Swords to start. And now the Eight of Cups. So 2 8s. And for me in tarot, the number 8 is really about motion. And you guys are actually getting ready to move. I think seeing the Eight of Swords and then the Eight of Cups is Zach being really relieved that this is happening. But all of it feels tough. And I think it's tough because it is tough. Moving is hard. But once it's done, you're going to be so happy. Oh, Donna, thanks for this feedback. I'm doing the work. Thanks for your insight. I see that you are. That is fabulous. And Jenna says, thanks, will do. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And oh, Heather, welcome to the Village Lee. Yay. And beautiful Gemini Star, reminder to everyone to like the video. Thanks again to Christiana and to this community. Well, thank you so much. All right, Joanne Ellis, so nice to see you. Here is a card for you. Another one, the Moon reversed for you. And again, I'm going to say this week you figured something out. Whether this was deeply spiritual, deeply mundane, or both, I do not know. But you are definitely solving the mysteries here. It's a good thing. Baby cakes. Oh my goodness, you're talking about snorkeling. You are so much better traveled than I am, baby cakes. And I live here in Florida and I do not snorkel. Like what am I doing? I don't know. But those fish are absolutely beautiful. Okay, baby cakes. Here's a card for you. King of Swords reversed. You know, I'm going to ask you a question, baby cakes. I am wondering if this week you decided very clearly to protect your peace and maybe not interact or not interact as much with certain people. That would be a way to interpret this. And I'm wondering if that is the case. If it's not the case, that may be advice for you going forward, honestly. Keep the peace by not engaging. Sometimes that's what needs to happen. All right, Divian, Shamishra, good to see you. It's your turn. Baby Cake says yes. Okay, good. Divian, here we go. Wrapping you up with Judgment. This card is coming up for us a lot today. And Divian, this is about putting closure to the past, recognizing that you've done everything you know how to do, and it's time to move on to a new future. Okay. Who's next? It's Carolina McMahon. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here we go. A wrap-up card for you. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Here we go, Carolina. Wrapping you up with the Ten of Swords. Probably not the easiest week. And probably a lot that you've had to deal with and hear that you really didn't like. So do much good self-care this weekend. That is what is necessary. Take care of yourself going forward because this has not been an easy week. Baby cakes. Yes, 100% was keeping the peace. Spent Thanksgiving in peace and was protecting my peace as advised on Monday. 100%. There you go. All right, here we are. Joyous Ocean. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We're going to do you and Jada. On Monday, you, Dion, had 2 of Pentacles. So, Dion, starting with 2 of Pentacles and ending with 3 of Cups. You have more friends than you have money. But with that, you are wealthy indeed. What else can I say? What else can I say? There is so much here about finding the joy in what is good. And for Jada, Jada had the Queen of Wands reversed to start. And now the Page of Pentacles. So Jada, I feel like you are voting with your actions, you are voting for your own success and leaning into what's going to make you successful. Back over to Instagram we go. Gypsy Grounded in Reality. So good to see you, Adrija. Hope you're doing great. Monday was the Knight of Cups and today the Three of Pentacles. So we have love and we have money. But do we really have any of those things? You're certainly working hard and you are certainly pursuing happiness in relationships. And I think whether or not you feel like you have what you need yet, you are pursuing appropriately, and that's what's important. Okay, Raquel, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. Glad you're here and glad you have a week off. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving as well. We're going to do you and your daughter, Cassie, who is also a member here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Okay, so for Raquel, Seven of Wands. Yes, having the week off is good, and I think you're doing a good job just not letting things bother you and enjoying your peace, which is what is necessary. For Cassandra, who is also a member, Ace of Wands. All right, so Cassandra, this week, I think you may have had some fun. You may have been able to be creative and to really enjoy your time and energy. So that feels good. Okay, Heather, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Okay, on Monday, you had the Page of Cups reversed. You told me to remember the fun. Richard made sure I did. Richard sent me a nice Thanksgiving message, too. He's such a sweetie. You give him my love. Thanks for using members-only emojis as well. Okay, so you started with the Page of Cups reversed, and now the Six of Cups. And I think there is so much here, remembering, like Thanksgiving brings up a lot of nostalgia, I think. Remembering the good times, remembering the bad times, and learning from all of that. Like taking the best of what we have, taking the best of what we have learned from the past and using it to shape a great future. That's what I see here, Heather. So mote it be. All right, Martha Vink, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Monday, you had the Ace of Cups. Visiting with family, we'll watch later. Enjoy your family. Totally related to Monday's cards with family yesterday. Okay. Can't wait to hear the recap. Thanks for using members-only emojis, Martha. You started with the Ace of Cups, and you end with the Knight of Swords, because that is you. Loving fully and speaking truth and doing the right thing. Like put those two cards together, and that is who you are as a person. Full of love, full of truth, full of desire to do what is the right thing to do. There it is. Okay. Okay, Lisa E., good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do you and Jenna. Okay, your daughter. So, Monday was the Nine of Swords, and now the Hanged Man. Okay, so you had the Nine of Swords and now the Hanged Man. Like this is that spiritual lesson of what do you control and what do you not control. And you have to make peace with that and do the best you can. And I think that's what you're doing this week. Okay, Jenna Started with the Three of Swords and now the Four of Swords. So there is a healing progression here. Jenna, you are going through the process of healing, and that's the bottom line. It is not easy, but you're doing it. Graciela Garcia, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. We're going to do you and your husband. Most certainly, yes. Okay, for you, Graciela, Ace of Pentacles reversed. You may not be feeling your best. There may be a financial issue. There may be something about work that isn't going well for you, but you need really good self-care, and you need to take care of what you got to take care of. That's the bottom line for you. For your husband, Hanged Man. I think this week you've been aware that there's a lot going on that you can't do much about, and I think you're trying to find your peace with that. Karina Gallant, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you, the Page of Swords. This week, I think you did a great job with learning, with communication, and with kind of knowing the right thing and doing the right thing. Well done. All right. And Heather, we've got Richard. Oh, good. Good to see you, Richard. Thank you for being here. Here's a card for you, Richard. Justice. What a good job you're doing this week and generally, finding your balance and figuring out what the right thing is and doing that thing. Well done. Lumen, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. We appreciate you. You got the Six of Wands reversed on Monday, and now the Six of Pentacles. So 2 sixes. So 6 is about victory. It's about glory. It's about service. One of them was reversed, but you're kind of redeemed here. So I feel like you are doing a good job working with people and with reciprocity, but I think sometimes you don't remember the value that you're bringing to the table. Okay, Leo Sun. Leo Sun, 7 light worker. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So on Friday, we do a card to wrap up the week. You have a specific question. I will pull that card to wrap up your week and see if it can also answer your question. You want to know how he's feeling about you today. I feel like either he thinks you want to walk away or he's getting ready to walk away. So what's going on this week? The 8 of Cups is about that process of finding healing and moving on. And I feel like that's something that may be happening here. Jazzy J, the Tarot Mage Game Cat, good to see you. Here we go. Closing out the week for you with the Page of Cups. So this is my least favorite illustration of the Page of Cups, because what the heck? But it is one of my favorite cards, and I'm glad you got it to close out your week, Jazzy J. This week, you did a good job being kind, being loving to others and to yourself, spreading a good energy into the world. Well done. All right. Who is next and who did I miss? I am conferring here with, we're thinking it's last call, friends. Last call for readings. If I accidentally skipped you, it is never my intention. I'm here with 3 screens. We've got John in the control room. Between the 2 of us, we are trying really hard not to miss you, but sometimes it happens. If it does, please let me know and I'll remedy that. I do want to let everyone know I am available for readings this weekend. Today, tonight, this weekend. Just reach out. There's a link to book with me right in the description. And I'm available next week as well. And throughout the holiday season, my motto is, I work while you play. So please feel free to reach out for a session. I will be back tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern, internet willing, for your Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you can ask any question that you like. Oh, GM Marcus. Snorkeling is fun. I need to get back into scuba next year. What don't you do? You do so many fun things. My goodness. And what did Raquel say? It's been a better week for us. That's so good. So happy to see. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Lee's like, any question? I'm so happy to see you here, Lee. Yeah, on Saturday, your Saturday Psychic Sampler, you can ask anything you want. The juicier, the better. I am there to squeeze the juice and spill the tea. So the juicier, the better. Yeah, absolutely. And that will be tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern. Lee, thank you so much for joining. It's so good to see you here. Nice to see new people in the village. And for you and for all the members, remember, there is a members-only playlist. Go ahead and check it out. This is, in the U.S., a time when we think about gratitude, and I want to let you know I am so grateful for all of you. This internet community that we have, thank you for being part of it. I really appreciate it. Lee, yeah, any question? And I already have the perfect question. Okay, cannot wait. I will say as a disclaimer, I don't give political opinions here. I try not to talk about politics, but if you have a question really on anything at all, I will give it, and I will read the cards as objectively as I possibly can. Absolutely. And Baby Cakes reminds everyone to like this video. Please do. It helps with the algorithm. And Lee's like, it's not political. Okay, cool. All right, my friends, thank you so very much. Special thanks and shout out to the members, the subscribers, people helping out with super chats and super stickers. I appreciate you all. Have a great day, everyone.